It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Ravens and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this off.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm, he was...
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Looking at that play, Mike, there's really no fault on the offense there. That's just an incredible read defensively from the get-go. This is a short, safer pass. They've talked all week. Let's get an early completion, settle in our quarterback. And what happens? The defender steps in front. He's able to make the pick. And that is the fast start this defense was hoping and talking about all week.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. They're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. They'll begin 1st and 10. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Pistol now for Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
In motion comes Andrews. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So, with a lot
in trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
He'll get that to Javonte Williams. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he is going to go down, but we do have the marker offside at the line of scrimmage. Defense. They may have jumped the gun.
Still 2nd down.
They'll throw again. Dak has completed right side to Ferguson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air again. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lang. 20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Prescott again. Got him. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away.
And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his third touchdown on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he takes off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up.
And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Working his way across the field, caught by Lamb. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming out.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Second and 11. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Now it's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Williams gets it on the draw.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. And he's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. Back to throw. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. Still on his feet. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Left side, caught by Lamb. on 1st and 10. Prescott. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. That'll be intercepted. He gets free. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 24-10 lead. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Second down, Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First down, it is Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Pistol now for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll motion over Flowers. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They motion the slot man left. He'll look to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. complete. He got it to Hopkins. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And this throw batted away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hopkins sent in motion. Back to the air one more time. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And
the pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of the Ravens has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get... scrimmage, nothing more. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3. It's the tight end Likely in motion. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the read, he's going to try and run with it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it with Henry. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the tight end Likely in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a... They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. 3rd and long.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd.
Here's Dak to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. Inside the 30. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 93 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. In motion comes Andrews. Back to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now, this looks like a design run. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. In motion comes Andrews. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll look underneath for Henry. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Bateman. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven first down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On the give, here's Henry. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8. Open man is Hopkins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Throwing here on third and goal. And that is incomplete. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their third quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. 14 on the pickup. First down, Cowboys. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. On the play fake, Dak. That'll be caught by the running back. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover. Again, Prescott to the air. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incomplete. Pistol now for Prescott. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. They'll come up to third and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. They'll run it on first down with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
Go play action. It's Prescott. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's a designed run. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Got a man. That's Tolbert. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now Prescott. That is caught at the 3. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will score. Game on. Dak Prescott. Touchdown Cowboys.
The kick is good.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Back to throw here to begin the drive. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They'll motion over Flowers. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
He'll drop to throw. To the tight end, Likely. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. In motion comes Andrews. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Ravens bring their punt team out. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. On the give, it's Williams. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And remember now, all turnovers have to be. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Prescott on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. No motion over Flowers. Now, faking the give. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. In motion comes Andrews. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. Powering forward. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense and C.D. Lamb set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. Now, 2nd and 4.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Prescott, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens are going to extend their lead.
Cowboys 27.
This one fielded at the 15. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. There's that man again, another catch. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd down, Prescott. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Prescott again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. They'll throw again. Dak in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Ravens will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So, it is a win here for the visitors. The Ravens.